The key to profitable milk production is happy, healthy cows. Today's dairy farmer faces many challenges. Challenges such as the environment, climate change and regulation. The top 3 animal health challenges for dairy producers across the world are infertility, udder health and lameness.
Lameness has a significant impact on modern dairy operations. Alongside mastitis and infertility, lameness is one of the top 3 impacts on the financial viability of dairy operations. In individual herds, it can mean a reduction in milk production by up to 50%. A prompt treatment of any lameness problem is absolutely essential. On top of this, obviously, we have the significant welfare impact that a lame cow poses to a dairy farmer. And so it's important that we address a lameness problem promptly and as efficiently as possible.
So how do you go about tackling the problem of lameness? This is achieved by treating existing cases and preventing new cases. That's why it's important to have a lameness control plan in place. But before we look at these, the first step is to quantify how much lameness is currently affecting your herd. And one of the key ways of doing this is by mobility scoring.
When I'm mobility scoring, I'm looking at how well a cow will walk and trying to identify any lame cows on any specific limb or limbs. Continuity is definitely the key. The same person doing it all the time will show good results.
Another way to monitor lameness in your herd is to look at foot trimming records. A competent foot trimmer will be able to diagnose the cause of lameness, and by reviewing these records, it's easy to work out the main causes within your herd. There are 2 main causes of lameness in dairy cows: trauma to the hoof and infection.
The main traumatic causes of lameness are solar ulcer, which is a bruising to the sole of the foot, and white line disease, where you get a separation of the white line, often associated with the penetration of a stone or a foreign body. The main infectious causes of lameness are digital dermatitis and interdigital necrobacillosis, or commonly known as foul of the foot. If you're looking at traumatic causes of damage to the foot, you're looking at control measures including regular foot trimming and prompt attention to lame cows. And certainly controlling the level of lameness in the environment, looking at cow lying times and cow comfort scores, is an important part of the process. For infectious foot conditions, we're looking at controlling foot infections by foot bathing and prompt attention to hygiene, ensuring that manure is regularly scraped from passageways around the farm. Obviously, treatment then revolves around picking up the cow's foot, identifying the cause of lameness, and then trimming the foot accordingly to ensure that you can exact a cure. In fact, regular foot trimming on many farms, undertaken by a trained foot trimmer, is a vital part of the foot health care.
A competent foot trimmer will carefully examine the cow's foot before then checking it using the 5-point Dutch method.
Right, the first step in foot trimming is to get the correct length of the hoof, and we do that by measuring 75 millimeters from the coronary band back to the toe. So we measure that there, and that is the correct length for us. We want this foot to be nice and level, and we take down more in the toe area and nothing in the heel. We want to preserve the heel height. To move on to step 2, we now do this claw to match the inner. So we'll match it for length. They're both about the same length, so we're not going to trim anything off the front. And then we get it level as well. Always remembering to preserve the heel height. We'd like the cow to be toeing up when she's finished trimming. Moving on to step 3, we're modeling out the insoles. The reason for opening up this insole is to allow fiber and dung and stones to pass through and not get trapped in the sole. Step 4, we would reduce the heel height if we had a problem here, and that is to transfer the weight from a diseased claw across onto a healthy claw, and so relieve any pressure where you have bruising or a solar ulcer. Step 5, we're cleaning up all of the slurry heel and any of these sharp ridges to neaten up the foot. Step 1 is your inner claw, step 2 is your outer claw, step 3 is your modelling out. Step 4 would be to lower the heel if needed, and step 5 is to neaten up any hard ridges or slurry heel. And that's the 5-step method.
In some cases, it's necessary to apply a block to the cow's claw.
She has a white line issue, which would lead to a wall ulcer. So we've blocked the healthy claw to relieve the pressure off of the diseased claw. The block is held there with a resin, which should keep it in place for about 3 to maybe 4 weeks. By taking that pressure off of there, it allows the sole tissue and the wall tissue to regrow.
Accurate data about the cow's feet is gathered by the foot trimmer, and this is reviewed on a quarterly basis by the farm vet. For more information on the 12-week Healthy Hooves programme, please contact pharmacy.co.uk, or you can contact Healthy Hooves direct at sales@healthyhooves.eu.